Greetings, Earthlings. Planet Mitch, founder and chief excitement officer, that's CEO, over at giveawayrocket.com. It is Tuesday. Today is a fun day for those of you who are in the Win Together program because today is day one of actually building our campaign. I know I've talked about Win Together for a couple of weeks now, and yeah, we're just now getting ready to start our first campaign build. The first two sessions that we had were all about planning. The boring planning part, right? If you think about the Super Bowl, for example, or a football team, they spend months preparing before their first game. Practice, building, learning, refreshing over and over and over until they do it right. And that's the same thing with running a campaign, a contest, a giveaway, a marketing strategy. Let's go all the way back to that because that's all of it is. I'm reading an article and I keep coming back to it because I never finish it. That ever happened to you? Of course it does. You get started, then you get distracted. It's an article from digitalmarketer.com, and it is takeaways from the Traffic and Conversion Summit, which happened back in February. Gosh, I can't believe it's the end of March already. Was it the 1st of March? Hi, JR. See, I keep saying JR. Anyway, good to see you. And thanks for commenting because we all know that comments make my videos show up for more people in that wonderful Facebook algorithm called, I don't know, they call it the Facebook algorithm. But takeaway number 2 from Ryan Deiss, he was the keynote speaker. Good. But if you're driving, JR, please do me a favor and don't type. Okay? Let's be safe out there. Please be safe. Just listen. Listening is good. Don't have to comment if you're driving. Day 2, takeaway. I'm going to get to it. Ryan closed his day 1 keynote with a reminder to all marketers. No matter what the future of digital marketing holds, there will always be 2 certainties. And I think this is absolutely true. Hi, Bobby. Thanks to you for commenting, and I hope you're not driving. We had a good conversation yesterday, Bobby. I really enjoyed it. So, yes, I'm going to quit saying Back to the article. 2 things that are certain for marketers, business people. Whether it's marketers or business people, I don't think it really matters. Number 1, we will always need to what? Generate traffic. You got to have people coming in the front door of your shop. Okay, if you think of it as a shop. And number 2, we always need ways to convert that traffic into revenue. I mean, this is not any real difficult thing to think about, but sometimes we have to take it back to basics and realize that we have to make sure that we get distracted on all these other things. But in order to make your business happen, it comes down to those 2 things. You got to get traffic in the front door, and you got to get them to buy once they're there. Right? So, how do you get them in the front door? Well, my preference is to run giveaways. And the thing that kind of fits between those 2 things, generating traffic and converting traffic, and by the way, that's why they call it the Traffic and Conversion Summit. Traffic and conversion, right? The kind of in between those 2 things is the fact that if you bring that traffic in, there's 2 ways of doing it. Okay, I shouldn't say 2 ways of doing it, but if you're running a store, right, a storefront, if we think back to the old brick and mortar, people that come in the door of the store, you go window shopping, whatever, and then you walk away. That traffic is lost if you don't convert them, which is what Ryan was saying in this post. But what if you don't necessarily convert them to a buyer, but what if you just talk to them and build a relationship have them feel better about your store, have them added to your email list so that you can contact them later, right? I mean, there's one way of getting traffic in the door, and that's Facebook ads. There's billboards on the walls. There's flyers that come to people's mail. But what if you always had the ability to connect with them via email? Ding! What a brilliant idea, huh? Isn't that better than just trying to get freaking more traffic through the door? And once you convert them into buyers, and I'm not talking about to your list, but into buyers, why don't you go back and talk to them frequently? Why don't you go back and periodically hit them up and say, hey, how's things going? Did you know that this thing that we sell over here does that? I know you have this problem, and that solves this. So maybe you should consider buying this. Most people that are running their email lists just go, hey, buy my stuff. Oh, it's on sale, so buy. Quit saying that. Nurture them, talk to them, help them understand why your thing solves their problem or helps them do something, whatever their pain point is. But this isn't brain science. This isn't rocket blast it to the sky stuff here, right? This is simple stuff. If you need traffic and you need to convert that traffic into buyers, like Ryan said, those are the two constants. Why not enhance that process a little bit there in the middle? Put them on your email list so you don't lose them. I mean, I ran a blog, still run it, for 10 years. And the biggest lesson that I took away from that, you go back to Google Analytics, right? What's one of the biggest things that people worry about on their Google Analytics? It's called bounce rate. How many people come to your website and how quickly do they turn around and leave? And just like your store, when they come in the door, you want them to stay, you want them to converse, you want them to look at your different products that you have, and then you want them to buy. But you have to nurture them. You have to understand them. You have to treat them like humans. You can't just walk up to them and say, hey, what do you want to buy? What do you want to buy? What do you want to buy? They're going to run out of the door screaming like, ah! And the sales clerk comes up to you and say, may I help you? And, we all say, no, I'm just looking. But all kinds of tricks people learn as salespeople to try to get them into, buyers into a conversation, find out what they need, say, oh, by the way, this thing's on sale, or have you tried this, or whatever. That's called nurturing, and that's what you need to be doing in your email list. Anyway, fascinating conversation from this article, and I will post the link down below in the first comment, or can't be the first comment, because JR did it while he was driving the car. Hopefully parked at a stop sign or something. But that's a fascinating article. It goes on quite a bit. There's a lot of really good stuff in this article, so I do encourage you to read it. But today, like I said, in Win Together is the first time that we are going to be actually diving in to building our campaigns, and we're going to launch them all on April 1st. Why I had to think about that, I don't know. And no, it's not a joke. April 1st launch of our campaigns will not be a joke. But that's like almost a week away, right? Today is the 26th. We got to get cooking. We started out with 14 people in the group, and now we're up to 17. There's 3 other people that have joined us since the beginning, and that's awesome. We have great things for them to, all the recordings from the previous sessions, including a bonus session that we did talking about local markets. And if you want, you can still get in. Bobby and his wife came in last night. They joined us. Thank you, Bobby. I'll give you the woohoo sound so that I want you to know that we appreciate you. And it's not too late if you want to get in as well. Really, really encourage you to be doing giveaways. And if you want to have a conversation about the value of that, absolutely happy to have a conversation. If you've missed any of my previous videos where I talk about lead generation and how leads from contests are fantastic. If you happen to have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the comment box, wherever that is on however you're watching, because Facebook could have it in multiple places, right? Could be over there, could be over there. And it always drives me crazy. And it's different in the summer, right? The sun is changing. So early morning, I'm getting sun over here that I wasn't getting off of this window because there's a brick wall right there and the sun's bouncing right off the wall right into my office and changes the lighting completely. I didn't even turn on my light this morning. Let's do that. That doesn't help a whole lot. Anyway, lots of good things going on over at Giveaway Rocket. Got some really great feedback from Brent this morning about the Asana task list that I am building for people to build their contests. There are a lot of steps in actually making a contest work and work well. And while it's not a complete, total, it's not like reading a book, but there's a lot of data that I'm putting in the Asana task list. And I'm going to be offering that for sale. A couple of months ago, I did a couple of tests, right, where I gave people a spreadsheet of data that you can put in after your campaign, or you can even do it during your campaign. So UpViral, for example, gives you some really great statistics in their pages. And I find that that's not enough data. So I created a spreadsheet that takes the data from UpViral, from the campaign that you're running, and puts out a whole lot more information. I offered that to people and I said, look, I'm going to give this to you, but I want some feedback. I want you to test it and tell me whether it works for you, how I can improve it, whether it's good, bad, ugly. Guess what? I gave it to probably 30, 40 people. Probably 40. I didn't keep track of all of them. And guess how many gave me feedback? I'll wait. 0. I'm not going to wait. I got 0 feedback other than saying thanks. Some people said thanks. Most people didn't even comment. They didn't even say thanks, which kind of bothered the bejeebers out of me. I love sharing with people. I obviously want as many people to have this stuff as possible. But I'm starting to learn more and more that if you don't charge somebody for something, they don't value it. And I know that's a cliche. I know it's things that some gurus, some marketing people will tell you that they don't value something unless they've paid for it. The more I try things, the more I'm finding out that I think that's really, really true. I think there's a spot on the camera. Anyway, so if you're interested in any of that stuff, let me know. I'd be happy for you to have the spreadsheets or the Asana task list as a trial thing, as in order to help me do something. But I think I'm going to put a charge on it, because I was thinking this morning that I was going to offer this Asana task list to people for free, because I want some more feedback. Brent's feedback was awesome, and I really, really appreciated it. But I was thinking, okay, what I want to get from you is some real feedback. I want somebody to go in, some people. And the people in Win Together are going to get it today. They're going to get the whole thing today. And I thought, well, if I offered it to everybody for free, and I say, look, I need feedback, and I want you to promise to give me feedback, I still suspect that nobody's going to give me feedback. I mean, they promised, 40-something people promised me that before, and I got nothing. I got crickets. And as somebody who's trying to develop something that they think will help others, and yes, I'm going to charge for it. I feel like things that have value need to be charged for. I mean, I'm putting a lot of work into these things. I calculated over $1 million worth of my time spent learning this stuff. So why should I be just giving all that stuff away for free, right? I mean, you got to feed my family too, right? Anyway, so if you have any interest in that, let me know. I'd be happy to discuss that with you and have a nominal fee that you could get these things. Hadn't even thought about it until I started this broadcast. But nobody's asking any questions. I don't like to keep rambling on and trying to just sell you stuff. I think I've given you some value today. I hopefully have. And if you have any questions, go ahead and quickly pop them in or raise your hand and say, hey, I got a question, and then type it. I will answer questions that come up in the rest of the day if anybody watches this. If you're watching on replay, hit # replay. Just let me know you came in and watched. Much appreciated. And of course, that also boosts the Facebook sharing algorithm. Nobody's popping in any questions. So tomorrow I'm going to tell you a little bit about today's class on actually building our first campaign. I have this much prepared for this afternoon's session. That much. I've got it all up here. I know how to get through the process of building a campaign. I'm actually going to be building 2 campaigns, and I forgot to ask my wife for some images this morning, so I don't know how that's going to work, because one of the things I'm going to be doing a giveaway for is something that she is testing as a new product. And so we're going to try to get some excitement going for that. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for my own stuff, which I haven't even decided what the prize is going to be yet. I got a lot of work to do before the afternoon session. So the Win Together program is, in case you haven't heard, a real quick summary. It's a program where we're teaching you how to build your campaign, and we're frickin' actually building it between now and April 1st. And then as of April 1st, you're going to launch it, and the other 17 people in the program are going to launch theirs. And we're going to see if we can promote each other's campaigns. Obviously, not everybody's in the same niche, and therefore maybe it doesn't work for everybody to say, hey, this campaign is something you need to hear for your audience. But maybe we can get you to send that to... there's going to be a page with all the campaigns on it, and maybe we can get people to send that page out so that we get some visibility. But the whole idea is to learn how to do it, build it, and frickin' get launched within a month, right? I'd like to do it faster. I keep thinking I want to do it faster than a month. But that's from start to actual finish and announcing the prize giveaways. So I think that's pretty awesome. For those of you who have been thinking about doing campaigns, people write me all the time and say, look, I've got UpViral, but I never use it. Well, this is the kind of thing that I want you to get off the stick and actually use the tools that you have. So I don't think it's too late, because I got Bobby and his wife in last night, and I think there's a little bit of catching up to do, but I will certainly help you make that happen. And so maybe they're a week later than everybody else, or sometime later. I know he wants to launch on April 1st, but we can make that happen for you. Let's get off the stick and really make your campaigns grow, and let's make your list grow. And what do I always say? The money's in the list, right? I still believe that's true. If you don't understand the value of your email list yet, if you keep tuning in, and I hope you do, I'll be explaining that over and over and over and over to you. I'll give you the hint. The market says that you should get $1 per email per month of revenue off your list. So if you have 1,000 people on your list, you should be earning approximately $1,000 per month from your email list. That's $12,000 a year, if I do my math right. $1,000 times 12. If you grow your email list to 2,000, that makes it $24,000 a year. If you grow your list to 3,000, you get the point? Grow your list, you can grow your sales. And therefore your bottom line, which means, yes, there's that cash register. I got my fingers in the right place, or I know where to put it. I think you should be building your email list. Hint, hint, hint. Anybody got any questions? A couple of new people have popped in. before I sign off for today. I will be back tomorrow morning, same time. Did I tell you this? I did. I told somebody last week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I think we talked about this. Yes, we did. I still think that's funny. Most of the younger people don't understand where that came from, but it came from a TV show from when I was young, so of course they don't understand it. Oh well. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to sign off because nobody's popping in with questions or comments or things to chat about. The message for the day is from Ryan Deiss. We always need to generate traffic, and we always need to convert that traffic into revenue. Very simple terms for your business. So traffic can come to you through doing giveaways, and because in the middle there, the email list will allow you to nurture things in the long run. So that's where we need to go. Build your email list and the money will come. It's not easy. A lot of people think this is, UpViral is just gonna make it go crazy. It takes work. As Bobby will tell you, it takes work. It's not the simplest thing. It's like anything in your business. It takes work. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I will sign off for now. Let's see if I can give you a different one than I gave you yesterday. That's not it.
I had a fun time. Now turn that off.